2001 Ford E-250 van. Mine's extra long than the normal one. But anyway, I was suffering from death wobble. Death wobble is when you're going down the highway or any road and you get up to about 60 or so and your front end starts going and you're like, what in the heck is going on here? So anyway, I had to jack it up, get underneath here, try to figure out what's going on, because it can be a number of things. You could have a broken shock, you can have bad shocks, you could have a brake caliper that came loose, you could have a warped rotor, there could be all kinds of things. You could have loose lug nuts. So check all those things first. But what I determined on mine is it was this. The tie rod ends and the steering link. Tie rod ends really aren't that bad. I can move it by hand, but they're kind of hard to do. But this one, where it goes onto the steering box, this thing is just gone, in the boot, everything. So that's what was causing it. That tie rod end is good. So what I did is I got underneath here, and this end here bolts right onto there behind the caliper on the steering knuckle there. And all you got to do is you pop out that cotter pin that was in there. So you can see the hole there. There was a cotter pin in there. And then you take off that nut. And the same thing on the other side. Right there. And then on the steering arm right here, this is where mine went loose. So fortunately, I kind of had it figured out what it was, and I went online and I ordered all the pieces. I even have the upper and lower ball joints, but I'm not going to do that at this time because I need to get this truck back on the road like ASAP. I'll worry about that stuff later. But what you want to do, you want to try, you park this thing, get your wheels as straight as you can before you take it apart, okay? And then the best way to do this though is get it off at the steering box and get it off at each end of the wheel, and you drop it down. And then what you want to do is you count these threads on here. I don't know if you can see the threads, but you can see them on the new one. See the threads? Man, I don't know, it's not really showing up on the camera. But anyway, what you want to do is you want to count those threads and line them up exactly the way they are on your new piece. And it's not going to be the perfect front end alignment, but it's going to be close. It's going to be real close. Or it should be real close. So if you do that on both ends, you just count those threads as to where they are in the old one, then you should be pretty much right on where you need to be. And it's probably going to be a little off, so you're going to have to most likely take it into a shop and have somebody align it. Or if you're lucky, maybe you can look on YouTube and somebody else will have a video on how to do that. But basically all they really do is they stick like a big screwdriver in this slot and spin these around to adjust those. Excuse me. But I don't know exactly, where the tires are supposed to be. I've heard guys say you can measure from one end to the other, you know, on the front and on the back, and make sure they're straight, and that'll get it close. Other people recommended putting like a building level on the side of the tire on the outside and getting them perfectly straight that way, and then adjusting that to where they are. But I don't know, for me, I'd rather just change the part and get it as close as possible, and then I'll worry about it down the road here in a short while and take it into somebody and have them align it for me. You know, it's only going to be about $100 probably, I'm guessing, you know. And this truck is so old, I mean, honestly, if I get it close enough to where it's not like burning my tires or something, then I'll probably just call it good. So, but anyway, that's the best way I can figure on doing this, you know, is leave that in one piece and then take all your new pieces and lay them out, put them together, and count the threads, get it as close as possible to the old one, and you should be pretty good. And then just put it back together in reverse of what I told you to take it out. You know, you just tighten these down. You don't want to, you know, crank them, because these stupid things do strip. I had that happen on the last one. This one I had to put a double nut on there because it stripped, and that was brand new. That was years ago, of course. But so you want to be careful. You just want to make sure that they're locked down in there all the way. See how they're kind of V-shaped. Maybe tap them with a hammer a little bit on the top here. Here, not here by the grease fitting, here, just to make sure that they're down enough, and then tighten up that nut till they're pretty snug, and then put that cotter pin in, and you should be good. So we got all new cotter pins and grease fittings. This was nice. I was very surprised. I don't even know where I got it from. I just I started out on Amazon, and they of course didn't have it, but they had the recommended sellers or whatever, and I went to this page and that page and another page, and I found this one. So, and it came within a week, so that was pretty good. It came all the way from Florida, so pretty good. All right, guys, I hope this helps you out, and that's about it. I guess that is it. Oh, I got the truck outside pickup just sitting here. I push it over against my neighbor's fence, which he doesn't like, but tough. So I need room in my driveway to do stuff like this. So anyway, all right, hope you guys are doing well. Have a good one. Feel free to ask me any questions about any of this kind of stuff or any of my other videos, and please like and subscribe so I can make my ½ cent per view. That would be awesome, 'cause I don't make much as it is. So alright, thanks guys, have a good one. Torch out.